Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I hope that everybody's doing okay. So today I want to briefly review an album that I recently rediscovered. I remember I purchased it at the time and I kind of thought it was so-so. It was meh. And the album in question is this. It is titled The Wave by Tom Chaplin of the band Keane, you may have heard of. A very big band actually, soft rock band. And yeah, I remember I kind of used to really like Keane actually, based on the strength of lead vocalist Tom Chaplin's voice alone. He's a fantastic singer. And I guess that's where I should begin, talking about his voice. So, yeah, this guy, Tom Chaplin, what's really unique about him is the fact that his voice is only just peaking now. He's probably sounds better than he ever has done before. And I think the guy is around 40 years of age, which is this highly unusual in the industry for an artist to mature and peak so late in life, especially regarding the voice. And what's even more remarkable is the fact that this guy has actually been touring relentlessly for around 3 decades. I mean, he started in the mid 90s. So you think come rain, come shine, he's been touring inside, outside. And when I say singing, this guy sings. I mean, he can belt. He seriously belts. And to push your voice to the limit like that, night after night for over 3 decades, and for your voice to not only be intact, but to be in the best shape that it's ever been in when you're around 40 years of age. I need to actually just check Wikipedia to see how old he is, but I'm figuring maybe he's like 38, 39, 40. Um, I just think it's absolutely remarkable. But anyway, let's discuss the content of this album. Right, so what I have to say is that some of these songs are kind of like regurgitated Keane, kind of sound like middle of the road, uninspired. And this is compositionally, I guess, not lyrically, just compositionally I'm speaking of. But at the same time, they're kind of contrasted by some songs that are like truly inspired. These songs are really inspired, some of them, like, let's see, Still Waiting, Hardened Heart, Worthless Words. I mean, first of all, there's a lot more focus put on the production of this music than that of Keane. The song Worthless Words, there's so much focus on this creating a sonic width, ambience, and atmospherics, which is seldom found amongst Keane's discography. I think only Black Rain comes to mind in that regard. Let's see, Still Waiting. See, this puts focus on percussion, and then the following track, track two, Hardened Heart, which I believe was the lead single, the kind of focuses more on strings. Trying to think now, sort of violin, or is it cello? It sounds deep. Could be a cello. Cello and violin. I don't know. It's not like a quintet or a quartet. I think there's like a cello, one cello and one violin. I'm not too sure about that. But that song definitely places focus on string instruments, and Still Waiting is percussion, as I say. And then let's see, The Wave has like the inimitable warmth of the Grindthorpe Corey brass band. I believe it sounds like them, but I checked Wikipedia before and they're not credited, and I can't seem to find any information anywhere online about that, but it sounds like them and it sounds really good. And this is what I'm talking about. There's a lot more focus on the actual sound, which I think is great. That's like going beyond Keane, which I often find the production is very flat. Tim Rice Oxley is an amazing songwriter, composer, but the production for Keane is a lot to be desired, leaves a lot to be desired, I think. But anyway, another problem with this album is there's some really weak tracks that are included, whereas some of the bonus tracks are actually better than the album tracks. So there's a song here called Turning Back, which I just think is a lovely song. I think it should have been on the album. Also Bound Together, kind of Norwegian Wood-esque. If you're into the Beatles, my God, how he belts on that song, Bound Together, it's unbelievable. I mean, the guy's voice is just so powerful. It sounds, you think of his voice as being really soft and delicate, and he's not a very aggressive person. You think of him as being very sort of placid and soft, and that doesn't sound right, does it? But you know what I mean. There's not really much grit in his voice. He's not aggressive. You think it's a soft and delicate, airy voice, but he's not. This guy's voice is just so powerful. It's just that it's literally so smooth. The vocal qualities, his tone, his control. His tone is so smooth, but his control delivers it in such a way that it's even smoother. It's I don't know. He's got an amazing voice. He really has. But on this song, Bound Together, he didn't even need a microphone. He's just so loud. Um, But anyway, there's a track omitted from here called It's Over, which I think made it onto a subsequent album or something. I think that's one of the best things he's ever wrote. I think it should have been on this album, but it was not. But yeah, I really like The River as a sort of 80s kind of synthy sound. Hold On to Our Love. And then I said Hardened Heart was the single, but was Quicksand not like the promo single before the album was released? That's a really good sort of anthemic song. Um, so yeah, I think compositionally, some of these songs are actually very interesting. I find them more interesting than a lot of key material, specifically Hardened Heart, the chord progression, the fact the instrumental, the meshing of the instruments, the strings and everything. Um, what else? Hold On to Our Love gradually builds. I really like that. There's some knockout vocal performances on this album, but it's not just carried by his voice. It's carried by the wave. No, it's carried by the production as well. I'm really glad to see that they were thinking sort of beyond his voice and thinking about the production around it more so than on a Keen record. So that's good. That's good. Um, let's see. Lyrically as well, I think as much as I really liked the song Hardened Heart, I did really enjoy it. I think the lyrics are very strange. They're very sort of stilted. They're meaningful. They're obviously they're very deep meaning on a personal level for him. But people don't talk like that. The way these lyrics are sung, normal people don't talk like that. He sings like, I wish I was not hurting everybody I know, bringing everybody down. Nobody talks like that. Like in the English language, you would just contract, would you not? I wasn't hurting everybody I know. Also, it's the way it says hurting. It'd be better saying like hurting, like that. That sounds stupid, doesn't it? But but yeah, I just find lyrically that one's a bit strange. But apart from that, the lyrics across the albums, like the themes, there is very, very dark. This guy is been in some very dark places, obviously. I believe that he's publicly spoken about former drug addictions and, you know, how they kind of uh, ruined his life, decimated his life, basically. And yeah, it kind of is telling on this album. Some of the lyrics, they're very, very close to home. They're very dark. They're very wise as well. It's a very wise perspective on life. It sounds like it's written by somebody who's got a lot of life experience, which I guess if you're in a rock band and you're touring the world, you would accumulate a lot of life experience. So yeah. All in all, I've actually really enjoyed this album recently. The Wave, Tom Chaplin. I would give it I don't know, I'm probably on the fence. I'd say like 5 out of 10 if I had to give it a grading. Because there's a lot to be desired, but also there's some really inspired numbers on this album. Some good production, some bad production, some good lyrics, some bad lyrics, some good songs, some bad songs. It's a real mixed bag, but it's definitely worth checking out. I just realized it's actually signed. I can't remember how I got it signed. Oh yeah, I've seen him live. I have actually seen him perform live. I just remembered. I may have the tickets somewhere still, the ticket stub. But yeah. Anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed this little review, and if so, please remember to click subscribe and click the little bell also because there'll be plenty more like this in the future. And until next time, bye.